कृष्णाय भूत्रे श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निधि नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशकारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखम करोति वाचालम पंगुम लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्. Hare Krishna. So we continue reading Bhagavad Gita chapter 3 Karma Yoga, and today we'll see verse number 26. So let us chant the shloka. Na buddhi bhedam janayed
न बुद्धिभेदं जनयेत्
ajnanam karma sanginam
अज्ञानं कर्मसङ्गिनां
joshayet sarva karmani
जोषयत् सर्वकर्माणि
vidvan yukta samacharan.
विद्वान् युक्तसमाचरन्
न बुद्धि भेदम जनयेद
न बुद्धिभेदं जनयेत्
ज्ञानाम कर्म संगिनाम अज्ञानम अज्ञानम कर्म संगिनाम सॉरी
अज्ञानं कर्मसङ्गिनां
जोशयेत सर्व कर्माणि विद्वान युक्त समाचरन्. Please chant.
बुद्धिभेदं ज्ञानां कर्मसङ्गिनां जोषयेत् सर्वकर्माणि विद्वान् युक्तसमाचरन्.
न बुद्धिभेदं जनयेत् अज्ञानं कर्मसङ्गिनां जोषयेत् सर्वकर्माणि विद्वान् युक्तसमाचरन्.
Thank you very much. So translation and purport. So as not to disturb the minds of ignorant men attached to fruitive results of prescribed duties, a learned person should not induce them to stop work. Rather, by working in the spirit of devotion, he should engage them in all sort of activities for gradual development of Krishna consciousness. Purport. Vedescha sarver ahameva vedya. That is the end of all Vedic rituals. All rituals, all performance of sacrifice and everything that is put into Vedas, including all direction of material activities, are meant for understanding Krishna, who is the ultimate goal of life. But because the conditioned souls do not know anything beyond sense gratification, they study the Vedas to that end. But through fruitive activities and sense gratification regulated by Vedic rituals, one is gradually elevated to Krishna consciousness. Therefore, a realized soul in Krishna consciousness should not disturb others in their activities or understanding, but he should act by showing how the results of all work can be dedicated to the service of Krishna. The learned Krishna conscious person may act in such a way that the ignorant person working for sense gratification may learn how to act and how to behave. Although the ignorant man is not to be disturbed in his activities, a slightly developed Krishna conscious person may directly be engaged in the service of the Lord without waiting for other Vedic formulas. For this fortunate man, there is no need to follow Vedic rituals, because by direct Krishna consciousness, one can have all results one would otherwise derive from following one's prescribed duties. So here Krishna continuing his instruction to Arjuna about doing the karma, how he should do the karma, uh, and how he should act, as because he is the leader. So Krishna is telling Arjuna to do his karma, follow his dharma, to teach or to set an example for people in general. So here, this shloka is very useful, and it gives the open-mindedness that we should have in our life also. So here Krishna is telling, don't disturb the people who are doing their work, even if they are attached to their results and they want to enjoy those results, because most of the population in the world is in this category. People are doing karma kanda, do the work, enjoy the results. Simple formula everybody has. So we should not disturb them, and but we should try to engage them. So this is the formula, uh, and we should not disturb them in their regular activities, but we should try to engage them in some activities which are related to God consciousness. So that that slow, just some time spent on doing the God consciousness activities will gradually, progressively elevate them to higher consciousness. So it's very practical, right? So yesterday we saw example of teacher and student, right? The teacher saying ABCD and student saying ABCD same, but teacher's intention is not to learn but to teach and help the student, and student is saying ABCD from learning point of view. So a further example of this as regards to this shloka is, if teachers comes for say class of maths, or any other subject, and then teacher says, oh, this subject is very difficult, you should not, you should be very careful, otherwise you will fail, all these type of things. If teacher says to students, the students will naturally get fear or anxiety whenever the that particular subject they learn or they try to learn. So if the teacher gives the impression that this subject is difficult, that will be carried by the students, and they will slowly start hating or staying away from this subject. So, and then they will think, do I really need this subject, or I will just do what is minimum necessary. So this way, the students will automatically lose their interest in that particular subject. So teacher cannot uh, give the statements or give the impression which will impact the students. So similarly, with this example, Arjuna is being asked that you fight with all your might. Don't give up your fighting. Don't give up your dharma and adopt for jnana or renunciation, but act to teach people in general, so that they will slowly elevate themselves. So if you are not attached to the results, then you can slowly teach the people how they should act, so that they get real happiness or they get real peace, or uh, uh, they elevate themselves. So this can be done by a gradual process, instead of just telling them that whatever activities you are doing is useless, you should not do all these activities, this is waste of time, you are spoiling your life. All these statements will discourage that person, and once he's get discouraged and if he stops doing his dharma also, then it will not elevate that person, but it will degrade that person further, because even if doing karma kanda, there is some consciousness of doing karma kanda, but even that is lost, then that is too much degraded situation from where the that person cannot be elevated, right? So uh, we should be very careful when we see the examples, like not only teachers. So if you take from spiritual point of view, the Maharaj says, like Srila Prabhupada says, like if to become Krishna conscious, you first have to become conscious of yourself. To become a devotee, first you should become a good person. Then you can become good devotee. So Srila Prabhupada also gave these statements, which are very open-minded statements and very to the ground statements. You don't have to do something out of the world to do Krishna consciousness or elevate. So we have to slowly, gradually help people to learn, instead of just saying that all your activities should be dedicated to Vishnu or Krishna. Otherwise, it's no meaning. If you are not chanting, there is no meaning. If you are not reading Bhagavad Gita, your life is zero. These statements are not positive statements, but this gives a, a reverse effect, or reverse thinking in the person who is listening to this. So, this sloka is very useful, and we should all apply this. So if we are convinced, so if we want to become conscious, so if we are convinced of Bhagavad Gita and the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, and if we apply the teachings in our regular life, then we feel peaceful, we feel happiness, or we find a higher purpose in our life. Then we should act in such a way that the people around us, or people who with whom we get in contact with, they get encouraged to see our lifestyle, to see our uh, peaceful face, our peaceful gestures, or our nice talks. They should feel encouraged by all these things. So this is the way of developing a gradual God consciousness in any person. So here Krishna is telling Arjuna, please don't give up, fight as a leader, uh, and even if the other people or other parties, they are attached to the results of winning or lose, that is fine, but at least tell them, engage them in their activities, so that they do their dharma, and by doing their dharma they will gradually elevate. So let us try to implement these teachings of being a good person, and then we can actually change the people around us, and the people will good feel good when they are with us. So now today is the last day of this year, which has been very challenging year, I think, for everyone. We have faced a lot of different situations, but many good things also happened. We have started reading Bhagavad Gita shloka every day, and we are almost continuing for now 3 months, I think, because 72 shlokas and 46, so almost 120 and 20. So 140 shlokas means almost we are reading Bhagavad Gita for 3 to 4 months. So we have done uh, good progress of continuing this reading Bhagavad Gita every day, because uh, to make progress, the sincerity and continuity and steadiness is required. That is steadiness of mind and practice. That is called sadhana. So doing it every day is a sadhana, and we all are doing it together. It's happened because you all join the classes, you ask the questions, you share realization. So it's very helpful. So we thank you very much for your support and encouraging and giving this opportunity to read Bhagavad Gita with all of you. And let us try to continue Bhagavad Gita every day for 15 to 20 minutes in the new year also. And we hope this new year brings uh, new dimensions, new light, new spiritual goals, and steady sadhana practice to each and every one, and of course, good health. Thank you very much. Any comments from anyone about this shloka or any other shloka, or how you feel about this Bhagavad Gita discussions? If it's helping you, anything about this year end, anything is fine.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for conducting these classes. I really appreciate that, especially like for me, this is quite new, and I always wanted to, uh, get to know more about Gita and so on.
Mhm.
And it is a very good opportunity, and I really appreciate your effort that you put up. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I can't pronounce the Sanskrit words, so that's why I don't recite.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, I like to take this opportunity to wish you and everyone a prosperous and blessed Happy New Year. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you for joining every day. You are very regular. That encourages everyone. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll close for this year, and we wish everyone good health, happiness, good spiritual progress, and peaceful and healthy life in the next year also. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Happy New Year to everyone.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Teaching every day, helping us to know more about Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining every day and reciting the shlokas.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And thank you. We will continue the next year forever, even forever we can have this kind of class. It's helping a lot. When Gita gets over also, we can continue some other also. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.